Therapist Robi Ludwig joins us now. Robi, it's so nice to have you here. Prom, a very big deal, and it's also changed a lot. I feel like people are going to prom as a group now. You know, it's just kind of evolved. What is the state of affairs when it comes to prom, and how can we as parents and caregivers support our teens?
Well, I think, you know, teens struggle with self-esteem anyway, and so there's a lot of pressure to be asked to the dance, or if you're asking someone that they say yes, what you're wearing, hair and makeup. It's like a mini wedding almost. And so there are a lot of options, but a lot of strong and intense emotions around this event, which seems really, really important to a lot of kids and parents.
How do you make it a safe space for your kids to talk about it and to also let them know, look, if you don't get asked or if you don't go or if you don't want to ask someone, that's okay too?
Yeah, I mean, I think we should give our kids options. So if they want to go with friends, that's perfectly fine, whatever their comfort level is. If a boy or girl happens to ask somebody that says no, then say, you know, this has nothing to do with you. You're gonna get a lot of no's in life, and you build character, and it's on to the next.
On to the next.
On to the next.
That's good.
And so we can't put all of our value in who chooses us or who we choose.
Yeah.
And to figure out what would make it a fun high school experience. Maybe it comes in the form of a date. Maybe it comes in the form of choosing not to go at all and rebelling against the whole idea, or going with friends and making it more comfortable.
Yeah, or having an alternate night. Maybe it's not prom for you, but you'll do something fun with your friends instead. I love that you mentioned that all the options and outcomes are acceptable to try to remove some of that pressure. What about if your child is asked by someone that they don't want to go with? How do you advise them to be kind when they say no?
Yeah. First, it's okay if someone wants to say no. You can set those boundaries in place and just be kind about it. Just say, you know what, I don't really want to go as a couple right now. Thank you for asking me, and I'm happy to spend time with you at the prom and say hello and, you know, have a good time. So that you let them down easy, because it's hard for the kids asking. It takes a lot of courage. So just to have a little empathy and kindness, but respect your own boundaries.
How are things different than when maybe you and I went to prom, and what's the message parents need to get about that?
Yeah, well, I think that there's a lot of emphasis on the dress, and it's a big expense, and hair and makeup sometimes is very costly.
The limo, if people do that sometimes.
And so finances is a big deal. And so to look at how much as a family you have to spend and help your child make some choices between what they need and what they want. You know, I did my own hair and makeup, you know, and I looked how I looked, and, you know, I got a dress, and I don't remember who drove me. I don't remember. But I think it's important to give people options, and there are a lot of different ways to have a good experience. You can borrow things, you can make something on your own, you can get something vintage and sew it to your body, you know, and make it fit really well. And so just opening up options, and know there's just not one way to have a good time and to look beautiful or handsome.
So important. Dr. Robi Ludwig, always a great conversation. Wow, I can't believe
you.
Prom season is upon us already.
Either.
Well, I hope everybody who goes does have a wonderful time. Thank you so much. And stay right there. You are watching NBC News Daily.